Hey friend, how are you? I hope you're well. Today I want to talk to you about shame. Shame is such a big topic for me. I think as a woman, shame is always just kind of beat down on you from your childhood. And I recently had an experience where I was speaking with somebody and somebody else tried to put shame on me about something that I wasn't ashamed about. And I just really thought that it was a moment that taught me a lot, showed me my growth, and I wanted to share it with you so that maybe it could also offer you some perspective on dealing with shame if you're experiencing it, if it's trying to be imposed on you and all of that stuff. We don't need it. Don't shame us. You can't shame the shameless. That's what we're doing around here. So I was hanging out with some family friends recently and I was catching up with one of them. We hadn't spoken in quite a while as life does what life does. And they were just asking me like, how are you? How have you been? How's dating? How's everything? They went on to ask me about my past relationship, to which I answered candidly. This is a family friend. This is someone who knew what I was going through. And I think someone who I felt comfortable enough with to tell where I've been since and any new developments since the last time we spoke. It was a great conversation. It was a great time together. Then after the fact, when everyone had kind of gone their separate ways, went home, someone close to me came to me and they were like, I don't want you talking about your ex and your past situation anymore. And me being me and always going to ask a question, I said, why? Why don't you want me to talk about it? And they went on to say that when I hear that situation, when you talk about it, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me get angry again. It makes me feel sad. I don't know what to do with my emotions. And I thanked them for sharing. I thanked them for their candor. But at the same time, I said, that is an issue that you need to deal with about what happened to me. You know, this person's coming from a place of love. And as someone who is fiercely loyal to the people I care about, like, you could hurt me, just don't go near the people I care about. That's usually when the fangs come out. I completely understand, right? I get the fact that she was hurting with me when I was hurting and she couldn't believe what happened to me, and that maybe she hasn't gone through the same type of healing that I went through, because for the most part, it's usually the person who's been hurt that has more healing to do or that goes through that healing journey because it's blocking me. Whereas the people who are in my life, who love me, who care about me, they don't care about forgiveness. A lot of them, they're like, it's on site forever, because the lack of forgiveness and holding on to that pain doesn't affect them in the way that it does me, who personally experienced it. So I had to have a conversation with her and I told her that this is my journey. This is what I've been through. I'm not lying about it. I'm not denying it. And I'm not going to keep it in, because I know what I went through when I was keeping in the situation I was going through because of that shame. It literally led me to a mental breakdown in a church parking lot, holding it in because of the shame of what people would think, the shame of perceived failure and all of that. So for somebody to try and pull me back into that place of shame where my experiences are something that should be covered and hidden and pushed into a corner was something that, even though I loved and respected that person and wanted them to feel comfortable, I was not going to indulge them in. It would be a bigger risk to me to hold things in than it would to ease them by not talking about the life and the experiences that I've had. So I want you to think about this in your life. Are there things that you are going through, things that you're experiencing, conversations you're having with people where shame seems to be the order of the day? If you speak about a fact, if you speak about something you've experienced, and although it's a truth, it might not be the most shining moment, but at the end of the day, it's a truth. And thank God we're past it. And even if you're not past it, if you're flowing through it and you're experiencing it and you're trying to get to the other side, are there people in your life who don't want you to talk about it? And if there are, or if you're feeling pressure and shame personally, this is your confirmation to release it. Release that shame, let it go, move past it. You are no longer there. And if you are still there, you are actively moving away from it. And it's okay. Our lives when we heal, when we go through these nasty, disgusting, heartbreaking, gut-wrenching things, they become testimonies. My life is a testimony. If I didn't go through what I had gone through, I would not be here speaking to you today. I would not be this version of myself that people think, oh, you're so wise, you have such a heightened perspective. It's because I've seen some things. I've been through the mud and I got dirty and then I wiped myself clean and then I saw what it was like and I shared it with other people. So shame is not a part of my testimony. My testimony is that in spite of all of those things, I'm here now. And some people are not going to get that. They're never going to understand it. They're going to think that telling you to conceal your truth is preserving you, is protecting you, but only you know what protection is. There are certain experiences that I do not share publicly. There are certain dynamics of experiences that I have shared publicly that I will never get into because, one, I don't think they're beneficial to the purpose of helping and teaching people. And also, two, maybe I'm not there yet. There are certain conversations I can't have yet because if I have them, I'm going to be crying and slobbering on camera. And that's not going to be purposeful to what I'm called to do, right? But at the end of the day, I am the one making that decision. And you should be the one making that decision for yourself. There are people who are going to hear my experience and be like, damn, she went through that. I can't date her. Good. Thank you. All the best in your future endeavors. I don't need you to date me. And this is one of the things that people say often, right? They're like, if you talk about your past relationship experience, how are the guys who are trying to get to know you or who want to date you going to feel about it? And I'm like, they should be fine. And if they're not fine, they're not for me because I am everything that I am, that people are enjoying from me now because of what I've been through. And if somebody wants to act like what I've been through is minuscule and unimportant and they don't want to hear about it, then you're not going to get the full magnitude of what I am right now. So don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. This is your confirmation to relinquish that shame. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. And just be who you want to be for yourself. If at the end of the day, everything you speak on, the experiences you've had, what you choose to share and what you don't choose to share is rooted in a knowing, in a confidence in self, then more power to you. Don't let other people put their shame on you because our own personal shame that society has taught us we need to have is heavy enough already. You don't need to add the weight of other people's expectations and their perceptions of the world and how things should go to your plate because you're going to choke on it. It's way too much food. It's way too much energy and also, quite frankly, way too much negativity as well. So I hope this helps you. I hope it frees you. I hope it relinquishes you from that shame that you've been feeling and also really gives you some confidence and a boost to continue on the path that you're on. And I want you to continue to be kind to yourself because you're a work in progress and you're making progress. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.